Van Gogh lived in Paris for only 2 years. Where did he go? What did he do? Let's check out where he and other super famous Impressionist painters frequented in Paris, France. So I bet you're wondering where I am now. I'm actually in the Luxembourg Gardens in Paris, which is significant, especially where I'm at right now, because in 1875, a similar time in May, Van Gogh moved here. Now he had visited before. This time it was on a kind of permanent basis. Right behind me, that's the Luxembourg Museum that he would go to every week. He would walk here. He would go here to get inspired and to see artworks, which is pretty amazing. I love coming here because I have to imagine, if you come here and you go experience the museum, you have to come out to the actual gardens and just sit outside. And I imagine as he was getting inspired by the artworks in there, he was also getting inspired by the beautiful scenery, the trees, the color, the light, the quiet, which eventually that's what he was craving, moving to Arles. So there aren't many locations left in Paris that Van Gogh frequented. They just don't exist. Many were artist studios he visited, some of the Impressionists, but this one most definitely does, so I had to bring you here. And there's one other one I can't wait to show you that does exist, but is not like it was, but it's still there. Let's get started, and I'm gonna just keep sitting here and enjoying the gorgeous view that I'm gonna hope Van Gogh sat in a chair similar to this, just to get inspired and enjoy some of the lovely day that we're having here on the spring weather in France. There is one more location just to the north of the Luxembourg Gardens. You have to see this. You're probably wondering, what in the world are we doing here? Because there's a skate park, but there's more to this area than just a skate park. In fact, we're only about maybe 15 minutes from Paris in Asnières. If you are an art lover like me, that name probably sounds very familiar, and you're not necessarily going to associate it with Van Gogh, but it does associate with Van Gogh, and another very, very famous painter, of course, Georges Seurat. Van Gogh would frequent coming here as well. You know, you would sit and have coffee. He would do some sketching and paintings. Now, his paintings aren't necessarily well known from here, but Georges Seurat, Bathers at Asnières, you better believe it. Keep in mind, right, this park, which is very, very beautiful, now it is quite a big city, as you can tell. It's a port, there's a lot going on, but at the time, this would have been, you know, way far out, like out almost into the country, if you will. Coming out here to relax, sit by the water, which I'm gonna show you right now. Check this out. Very much exactly like the painting Bathers at Asnières. All right, so I'm trying to recreate the exact scene in the painting. I think I'm doing pretty well, as long as I don't get mauled by a dog here, but I mean, there is a dog in the painting as well, but I think this is pretty accurate. What do you think? I love the fact that many artists would come out here, and this was just a place to relax. Van Gogh did the exact same thing, and he would walk here, which in my opinion is crazy, because that would be a really, really long distance. Up next, let's head north of Paris to Auvers-sur-Oise to the famous Dr. Gachet home where Van Gogh was last treated before he died.